buying another business to try and make your struggling existing business better is like a married couple that are having trouble having kids to improve their marriage. Good morning and welcome to In the Car with Clint. For some reason, I'm across all these business acquisitions that are happening at the moment, or that have happened, and some are doing well and some aren't. And in my position as a 20-year-old business owner who puts out social media content, I get a lot of people message me, DM me, ask me questions, call me, and confide in me about lots of different things. And I think it kind of helps get a helicopter view of what's going on in the world and in the market and with finance and business acquisitions and things in general. And I saw yesterday, I think in New South Wales, a really large builder went bankrupt owing 50 million or something. And I know I have been saying for the last 6 months that the world's about to melt and we're about to see some carnage. And I get a lot of heat from people like, why do you have to be so dramatic? Why do you have to be so negative? I'm not doing this to be negative. I'm doing this to try and get the people that follow the channel and that I care about to start thinking about preparing for these things and look at the world through a different lens for 5 minutes and just think about the what ifs. Now, during the last 2 or 3 years, we saw a lot of money being pumped into the Australian economy to try and encourage growth. Interest rates were low, and I think it helped people buy businesses to try and vertically integrate or diversify or move into new markets that to try and make more money ultimately. And I think some of these people did so with a 5 out of 10 skill set and a 9 out of 10 bank balance, and were hoping to try and potentially improve something that was wrong with their existing business, or to be able to try and capture another 20 or 30 staff, and those talented staff they might buy their competitor and hope that that improves things. And sadly, when you are batting out of your average, you might be able to do it for a game, or you might be able to do it for a week, but it is very unlikely for someone to be able to play way outside of their skill set without some really dramatic changes in their life circumstances for an extended period of time. And I think what we're about to see is businesses that have been recently acquired, or that maybe were acquired in the last, let's say 3 years, they might start getting wobbly, because it's very easy to run multiple businesses when the tide, or when the water's high. But when that tide goes out and the boats are starting to kind of like get their hull really, really close to those sandbars, I think we're going to start to see some ships really struggling. I know I use a lot of analogies, it's just how my brain works. So, great opportunity for people that are cashed up, that are ready to strike, and a dangerous time for both employers and employees of businesses that maybe are batting out of their average. So this is just a cautionary video. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the world's about to go into the biggest boom ever, but you can't pump that much cash out into the world freely for that amount of time at that low an interest rate without some kind of repercussion. There's the what goes up must come down. Every force, what is it? Equal and opposite reaction. Jump in there, Newton. You'll sort it out. It just doesn't work, right? And governments try to maintain really steady CPI and really steady growth so that we don't have this happen, because the negative, or the real implications of all of this is that you have businesses that are struggling to get staff and all this other stuff, and it just doesn't work. And I can't think of any better way to explain it, but I can see a lot of bankruptcies coming up, and I can see a lot of businesses that have recently been acquired coming up for sale for various reasons. And I'm sitting in the background, cashed up, not stupidly, but enough, ready to go. And I have a very, very powerful management structure, and to the point where we could double our workforce without increasing our management structure. That's where we want to be, so that when we go buy 1 or 2 irrigation shops in other states, or even, you know, we might pick up one here, then all I need to do is run that through the WaterPro filter, you know, barbecues once a month, increase the quality of the coffee, have customer interaction, do trainings, you know, offer high levels of service, treat my staff kind, treat my customers kind. Pretty basic shit, but you grab an undervalued business and punch it through that filter, and all of a sudden you have a very powerful business. But not everyone's ready for that. So just some thoughts in my head about the market at the moment. Maybe I'm wrong. Hit me up in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Are you ready? Are you cashed up? Maybe you're holding silver and gold. Maybe you're holding Bitcoin. Are you ready for any potential opportunities that may arise in the next 6 to 12 months? Thanks for tuning in to In the Car with Clint today. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to each other, be kind to yourself, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.